This is the TV News, the industry's only daily video report, brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative needs, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.
Welcome to the TVNews.TV for Friday, February 26th, and here are today's top stories. Apparently, the Brit Hume crusade is still open for business vis-a-vis converting Tiger Woods to Christianity from that godless religious sect called Buddhism. You know Buddhism, it's the fifth most practiced religion on the planet. Here's what the Fox News senior political analyst had to say recently on the O'Reilly Jubilee, the O'Reilly factor.
Now look, I think, because I'm a Christian and I believe that Christianity is true, that Tiger Woods and his wife Elin would be a lot farther down the road toward toward forgiveness and redemption if they were both Christians. But they're not, and they're going to do the best they can with what they have, and I wish Tiger Woods well.
Well, that'll be 3 Hail Marys, 2 Our Fathers, and a novena, Brit. Fox News. We report, you convert. And speaking of God, there really just might be one when it comes to striking down Soylent Green TV.
You gotta tell them Soylent Green is people!
You know, the practice of regurgitating and recycling TV shows again and again and again and again. NBC has announced that they will be shelving the planned remake of the highly acclaimed British crime series Prime Suspect. Now, according to the announcement, the Peacock, they were having trouble casting the female lead. You know, you can't find anyone who can carry Helen Mirren's jock. And you know why? Because she's dumb Helen Mirren. Moral of the story, leave well enough alone, please. And while we're on the subject of ripping off Britain for TV shows, I mean creatively collaborating with the UK for content, we'll get a huge take on all of this from renowned British TV critic Tony Wammo. And you can see that on Monday's edition of the TV News.
The Sports TV News is brought to you by Store & Associates, sports and entertainment marketing specialists. Log on to storeandassociates.com and start connecting with sponsors and consumers.
The 21st Olympic Winter Games on NBC.
According to Nielsen, the Winter Olympics have been averaging about 26 million viewers every night. And as we reported earlier this week, the United States-Canada Hockey Showdown averaged over 8 million viewers and nearly set an all-time record on MSNBC. Now, fans and those in the hockey biz, they should count their blessings, right? Not if you're the TVNews.TV sports correspondent Eric Mackerlin. We welcome Eric to the TVNews.TV right now. Eric, why is your blood boiling about what went on with what many thought was a very cool Olympic event?
Well, indeed, Jeff. I mean, the fact of the matter is that the USA-Canada game gave MSNBC the highest rating it's ever had, with the exception of Election Night 2008. But the fact of the matter is that the fan complaints are coming in, and they're coming in strong. First of all, MSNBC isn't carried in HD in millions of homes, and a lot of the fans who were watching the game were really left incredibly frustrated. You know, sports is made for HD, and sports fans invest in HD sets, and they invest in cable and satellite services where they pay a significant monthly fee to be able to access HD programming. So to have such a marquee event like USA Canada relegated to a network that has so little HD clearance or the least HD clearance of any of NBC's cable outlets was incredibly disappointing and left a lot of people out in the cold. You know, next, the game was very, very oddly promoted. NBC carried a hockey game between Russia and the Czech Republic on Sunday afternoon. Immediately following that game, they carried a special on the Miracle on Ice where Al Michaels interviewed members of the 1980 Lake Placid team. And then they promoted the USA-Canada game on the NBC Nightly News. It seemed odd that after all that effort, the game would be moved to MSNBC, NBC's least significant cable outlet. Another complaint we're getting on a lot of hockey fans is that they're really sick and tired of seeing the start of game coverage delayed by, of all things, curling. The NHL can't be happy about this either. I mean, the league is essentially shut down for 2.5 weeks and devoted $2.1 billion of contracts to the Olympics, Was it too much to ask that ice hockey get precedence over a game like curling? And now there is some good news in all this. Now that Team USA has caught fire, now that they're guaranteed to play for a medal, NBC's kind of learned its lesson. And the semifinal game versus Finland is going to be carried live on NBC at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. But overall, NBC has sent the message to the hockey community that they don't value the game. They've missed a real opportunity to promote their NHL Game of the Week product, which is scheduled to return after the Olympics. And quite frankly, we're only 6 weeks away from the start of the Stanley Cup playoffs. NBC's really missed an incredible opportunity here to expose their partner sport to a larger audience. I think they're going to lose rating points because of this. It also makes you wonder, the Winter Games are a lot larger than they used to be. Are they perhaps too big for just one network to carry? And wouldn't it have been a better idea to perhaps allow another cable carrier, maybe like the NHL network, to carry the entire hockey tournament in its entirety in HD? That's something that the folks who at the IOC and perhaps whoever is going to air the 2014 Olympics from Sochi, Russia, ought to think about.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice. Get the best price. Get Dude at dudewalker.com.
And now we want to relay to you our official invitation and directions on just how to join us for our interactive Oscars party coming up on March 7th. The TVnews.tv, along with combridges.com, is inviting the entire TV industry to our interactive Oscars party on both Facebook and Twitter. We as an industry will comment in real time about anything and everything that happens and goes on in the Academy Awards telecast. And here's how you can join us. On Facebook, become a fan of the TV News. You can do this by clicking on this link at the TVnews.tv, or you can simply search the TVnews.tv on Facebook. For Twitter, simply go to twitter.com/JohnCombridges/Oscars. Then show up at Facebook or Twitter, or both locations at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on Sunday, March 7th, and join in on all the fun. Oh, and for Twitter, please hashtag all of your tweets with TTVN so they can be followed. We really hope to see you there, and please invite any and all of your colleagues. And that's about it for today's edition of the TV News. We will see you here on Monday with top news, plus sensational UK critic Tony Wamo. He'll be right here as our guest on The Big Picture. Lastly, if you missed any of the TV news this week, you can just click on our archives, catch up, and enjoy. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching, and go out and make it a great weekend.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.